They laughed as you fell, not just once, not just twice. They pushed you into the abyss over and over again. Each time you thought it couldn't hurt more, they found new ways to dig deeper, to twist the knife. And the world? Oh, the world turned a blind eye. No one saw how their words became daggers, how their betrayal bled you dry. No one heard the silent screams, the ones you buried deep inside because you thought, what's the point? But someone was watching, someone who never blinks, someone who never forgets. They thought they could hide in the shadows, cloak their actions under the veil of secrecy. But God sees in the dark. Every word whispered behind your back, every sneer, every blow. He saw it all. They think themselves untouchable, don't they? They've crafted this illusion of invincibility, as though their power makes them gods. But here's the thing about power. It crumbles when held up to divine justice. Oh, and it's coming. They don't know it yet, but their reckoning is on the way. Do you remember those nights when your pillow was soaked with tears? When your chest ached from holding in the pain? You cried out, didn't you? You screamed into the emptiness, asking why no one cared, why no one stopped them. But God was there. He heard. He cared. He counted. Every tear you shed was a prayer He bottled up, every cry a promise He swore to fulfill. And while they were busy celebrating your despair, He was busy planning your restoration. They thought their cruelty broke you, but all they did was mold you into something unbreakable. Why didn't He stop them? That question haunted you, didn't it? The nights felt endless, the pain unbearable. And in those moments, you doubted. You wondered if maybe, just maybe, no one truly saw. But here's the thing about God. He doesn't operate on human timelines. He doesn't just punish the wicked. He makes an example of them. You see, they thought your silence was weakness. They thought your resilience was submission. What they didn't realize is that you were never alone. God was with you in every moment of your suffering, shaping you, fortifying you. And them? Oh, He's letting them pile their sins higher and higher. Every hurt they caused you is a stone in the tower of their judgment. And when it comes crashing down, they'll be buried beneath it. You may have felt invisible. They may have thought you were nothing more than a pawn in their twisted game. But God saw you as His masterpiece. And no one destroys what He creates without facing the consequences. The pain they caused you wasn't unnoticed. The suffering you endured wasn't meaningless. While they were busy digging your grave, God was planting you. And soon, you'll bloom in a way that blinds them. There's a reckoning coming, a divine unveiling. The ones who thought they could harm you with impunity, who mocked your tears and dismissed your cries, they will tremble. Not because of your wrath, but because of His. You don't need to fight back. You don't need to scream for justice, because vengeance doesn't belong to you. It belongs to God. And His justice? Oh, it's swift, it's thorough, and it leaves no stone unturned. They thought they got away with it, didn't they? They thought their cruelty would fade into history, forgotten by the world and ignored by heaven. But let me tell you this, God doesn't forget. The very secrets they buried are the ones He'll use to expose them. The very pain they inflicted is the pain they'll carry 100-fold. God saw them. When they plotted against you, He was there. When they whispered lies, He listened. When they struck you, He felt it. And while they reveled in their temporary victory, He was writing their downfall. You might not see it yet, but it's coming. The people who hurt you will come face to face with the weight of their actions. They'll look into the mirror of God's judgment, and they won't like what they see. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to avenge yourself. Your only job is to heal, to rise, to trust. Because here's the truth. God isn't just a witness. He's a redeemer. He doesn't just watch your pain. He transforms it. He doesn't just see your suffering. He elevates you above it. Every tear you cried was a seed. Every scar they left was a mark of His craftsmanship, turning your pain into purpose. And one day, when His plan unfolds, you'll look back and see how every moment of your suffering was part of a greater design. They'll watch as you rise. They'll choke on the bitterness of their own regret, wishing they could undo what they did. But it'll be too late, because when God restores, He doesn't just heal, He elevates. They thought they were in control. They thought their actions defined your destiny. But here's the truth they'll learn too late. God writes the final chapter, not them. And when He writes it, He doesn't leave room for their arrogance, their cruelty, their lies. He'll write you as the victor, the overcomer, the redeemed. While they crumble under the weight of their sins, you'll stand tall, a testament to His power and grace. So let them think they've won. Let them believe they got away with it. Because you know the truth. God saw everything, and His justice is perfect. And when it comes, oh, how they'll regret ever crossing you.